Welcome back. Today's class is perfect to unwind and relax before bed. We'll be twisting the body and creating a bit more space at the end of the day to have a restful sleep. For this practice, if you have a yoga strap or dressing gown tie, a sitting block or a cushion, these will come in handy. So once you've grabbed your props, roll out your mat and we're going to begin sitting. Sitting on your cushion or your block, keeping your strap to hand, closing down the eyes and placing one hand over your heart and the other over the stomach. Begin to breathe in for 4. Pause for 4. Exhale through your mouth for 8. Pause at the end for 4. In for 4. Hold 4. Exhale 8. Pause 4. Repeat that one more time by yourself, allowing that longer exhale to encourage a state of calm and relaxation. When you finish, with no rush to get there, allow your breath to return to its own rhythm. Keep your eyes closed, but begin to bow your head towards your heart and acknowledge this 20 minutes you've carved out at the end of the day to tune in and to create some space for a restful night's sleep. Bring your hands down to your knees and start to round your spine as you exhale, opening into the back. Let the inhale guide your heart forwards as you lift your chin away from your chest and draw the hands towards your hips. Glide back down to your knees, round your spine as you breathe out. Inhale, hands to hips, heart lifts. Exhale one more time, round your spine. Inhale, heart forwards. Come to neutral. Interlace your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows snug towards your face. Turn your left ear towards your left forearm, deepening that stretch in the left side of the neck. Lower the right fingertips down by your hip, and as you inhale, open up your left elbow towards the ceiling. Feel a stretch into your chest and breathe up to the heart. Exhale, turn your gaze down to your right hand. Try and draw the elbow towards the floor on the right side. Inhale, reopen. Exhale, close off the chest. Keep going with your breath. Chest opens as you breathe in, back opens as you breathe out. Next time your elbow is facing the ceiling, pause there. Engage the core a little to lift off of your right hand and interlace it behind the head as well. Spread the elbows as wide as you can as you breathe in, and then come back to that rounded position as you breathe out. Same thing on the other side. Right ear to right forearm, left fingertips to the floor, following your breath. Open your chest as you breathe in. Open your back as you exhale and twist. Offering support to the head, especially as you're lifting your elbow. Next time your elbow lifts, come back up through center, both hands behind the head. Elbows as wide as you can, breathe in. Round your spine, elbows in towards one another. Open back up as you inhale, send the hands out beside you, palms turn up, look up. Exhale, turn them to the floor and then back up to the ceiling as you tuck your chin. Inhale, look up, palms lift. Exhale towards the floor and then the ceiling, chin tucks. Feel that lovely rotation in your shoulders. Exaggerate the movement as much as you can. Next time your palms face the ceiling, squeeze the elbows in towards your waist, tuck your chin, and then interlace the hands behind your back. Bring your hands to the right hip, right elbow points to the space behind you, tuck your chin and roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. As I'm demonstrating, the head can stay still, or you can slowly tilt the chin up and down, really relaxing both shoulders away from the ears. Roll the chin towards the chest, take the hands behind you again, reach up, inhale. Cactus the arms, elbows towards your waist, palms turn up, chin tucks. Again, take the hands behind you this time, bring your fists around to the left hip, left elbow points back, and you rotate your left ear towards your left shoulder. Staying still or slowly moving your head, exploring the stretch through the right side. Bring the chin towards the chest, take the hands behind you once more. One last stretch up with your arms. Up as you breathe in, cactus the arms, exhale and grab hold of your strap. We're going to be working with shoulder mobility here, so tight shoulders, go really broad with your grip, maybe even more than shoulder distance. For those who are more mobile, you can bring your hands a bit closer together. As I'm showing you here, you want to be able to lift the strap up overhead without bending your elbows and without puffing the chest forwards, so keep the front ribs drawing in. Breathe in, strap overhead. Breathe out, take the arms behind you. Keep that going with your breath, adjusting your grip as you need. As the strap reaches overhead, take the right fist down to the mat beside you. Press up to the ceiling with your left fist, keeping the strap taut. Option to turn your gaze up, deepening the stretch in your chest, and maybe even reaching the left arm further back. Turn your gaze up as you inhale and down as you exhale. Next time you look down to the floor, bring the left arm towards the ground as well. Move through center and then extend overhead. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, lift. Take it to the other side. Left fist down, right arm stays reaching up. Maybe moving the arm back and then turning your head with your breath. Lower your right hand down towards the floor. Inhale, go overhead one last time, take the strap back. Exhale. Come up as you breathe in and release the strap. Feel free to give the shoulders a little wriggle around and then come to tabletop position. Take 3 moving cat-cows. Chest forwards as you inhale, rounding and moving back as you exhale. Next time you round back, thread your left forearm through to the right hand side. Breathing into that twist for your spine. Unravel and switch sides. Come back to center and find a neutral position in your tabletop. Lift your left knee and begin to circle into your hip, drawing the knee up to the ceiling, out to the left, in towards your stomach and back up. 3 big circles. And then reverse, come in towards your torso, out to the side and lift the knee up. After the third one, keep your leg at about hip height. Circle your ankle a few times in both directions. Kick the toes towards the back of the mat, keeping the leg hip height to begin with. Lower the toes down. push towards the back of the mat. Inhaling, lift your right fingertips up, and exhale, thread that arm through. Don't come all the way down. As soon as you inhale, lift back up. Exhale, thread. One more time, and we'll come all the way down as you thread the arm through. So bending your left elbow, you can keep the hand there for support, or as I'm showing you, wrap it around your lower back, trying to hook your hand to the inner thigh. Second option, as I'm showing, is to play with lifting those left toes. Wherever you are, take one more breath. Inhale, lift your hand back up, stretch it forwards, and then come back into a downward facing dog. Move in any way that feels good, stretching out the legs, shifting forwards to your plank and back to your down dog. From your downward facing dog, step the feet slightly closer to you. You can bend your knees. Reach with your right hand to your left thigh, ankle if available, twisting your body towards the left hand side. Release from that and come down into your tabletop. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. Come to neutral and begin to circle into the right hip this time. 3 in one direction, and then 3 in the other. Again, beginning to circle your ankle once you've completed that. Keep pushing into the hands so you're not collapsing your chest. And then extend that leg to hip height. Lower the toes, push towards the back of the mat. Inhaling, reach your left arm up, and exhale, thread through. Inhale, reach, look to your thumb. Exhale, coming all the way down on this next one. Any variation here that works for you. If you are keeping your right palm on the mat, use it to really push the weight back towards your left shoulder for a deeper twist. Reaching the hand back up towards the ceiling as you breathe in, stretching the arm forwards, and again coming into your down dog as you exhale. Shorten your stance once more, keeping a bend in the knees if you need, and reach through for your right thigh or ankle, twisting your body to the left. Reach the arm back out in front and start to walk your hands towards your feet, bringing them together, big toes touch. Bend your knees, come down into a squat, heels are lifted, tracing the fingertips forwards for a deep stretch into your back. For an added balance, cup your heels with your hands and release the head towards the mat. Slowly lower your bum to the floor. Bring the hands behind your hips, feet as wide as the mat, and windscreen wipe your knees side to side. Knees to the left, pause. Right hand reaches forwards, left hand back. Arms up overhead, knees through center. Exhale over to the other side. Keep switching your arms and your knees. You'll eventually come towards the front of your mat. This is really good for healthy hip mobility. Next time your knees go over to the left, pause. Right fingertips to left knee, left fingertips behind you. We're going to transition into pigeon. So turn to face the front of the mat, swing the right leg behind you, and either hinge over your left knee or stay lifted on your fingertips. If you're folding forwards, option to add in a twist here, threading your left forearm through to the right, so you're twisting away from the front knee. Unravel if you were in the twist. Lean your weight towards the left. Right leg is extended on a diagonal, sole of the left foot to your inner thigh. Option to work with your strap here. hinging forwards, or simply fold over your leg. Aim to keep the shoulders balanced. On this side, there may be temptation for the left shoulder to be lifted higher. Breathe in, cartwheel your left hand up and back, right hand to left knee. Bring your palms to the front of the mat, step back to down dog, extending your left leg up and opening the hip. Option to take 3 big circles like you did earlier in tabletop, but now in your downward dog. And then lower the leg. Walk your hands to the back of the mat again. This time, feet wide, Malasana. Toes turn out, heels turn in. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. As you breathe in, lift your heart. As you exhale, lower your bum. Feet to the edges of the mat again, windscreen wiping your knees side to side. Knees to the right, left arm forwards, right arm back. Inhale through center, exhale twist. So same transition as before, gradually making your way towards the front of the mat as you work with your active range of mobility in the hips. As your knees come over to the right, take your twist, right fingertips behind you, left hand to right knee. Prepare for your pigeon transition, coming forwards, swinging the weight to your right, extending the left leg back, staying lifted to open your heart, or beginning to fold forwards with the option to thread your arm towards the left. Final inhale where you are. Start to lift up. Swing your weight towards the right one last time. Left leg extends on a diagonal, using your strap or simply folding forwards over the leg. Being mindful on this side of your left shoulder, keeping it level with the right one. Sending your breath into the upper back if you can, and looking to extend your heart towards your big toe so the shoulders soften away from the ears. Inhale, cartwheel the right hand up and back, bringing your left hand to your knee. Step back into your downward facing dog, lifting the knee, and option to take 3 big circles into your right hip. Lower the foot for your final down dog, taking a moment to really stretch out through the spine in any way that feels good. Come down to tabletop. Spin your fingers to face your knees, bringing the knees closer if this feels too strong. And take a gentle rock with your hips forwards and back, stretching and releasing into your wrists and your forearms, being mindful with your breathing pattern here. Longer breaths out if there's a lot of sensation that you're greeting. Flip the grip of your hands, fingers still facing the knees, palms lifted now. Adjusting the knees as you need to. Maybe rocking your hips gently side to side. Aiming to keep the breath steady and the arms straight. And then everyone's favorite, turn your fingers to face in towards one another. Bring the fingertips towards your palm and then open the hand out. This may be more than enough, in which case continue. Otherwise, keep your fingertips closed towards your palm, come up onto fists. Try not to open your hand or bend your elbows as you roll back to that starting position. This is really, really good for everyone these days with the amount of time we spend on our phones. And then finally bring the palms to the mat again, turn the fingers out to the long edges and draw a few big circles with your hips to massage into the wrists. Reverse that circle around. Rest back onto your shins, sweeping the fingertips behind your feet, squeezing the shoulder blades to lift your chest. Nice deep breath in. Keep the thighs together, exhale, child's pose, arms in front, palms together. Move the hands back by your feet now, palms facing the ceiling. You're welcome to stay here if you would like to take a gentle inversion. Hold onto your feet, lift your hips from the heels, tuck the toes, crown of the head is on the mat. You're opening into your back and getting all the same benefits of any other inversion. Really use the support of your feet to keep trying to push your back to the space in front of you. We'll be here for another 10 breaths. Slowly lower your hips. Keep your head exactly as it is, but bring the arms back out in front of you now, palms together. I will be closing this practice in child's pose. If you would rather move to your back now, please do so. As you allow everything to soften down towards the earth, my guidance will taper off here and come back again to close the practice with you. Remaining as you are, begin to bring awareness back into your body, noticing the gentle flow of breath coming in and out. Honoring this calm and relaxed feeling that you have. Be in no rush to move, but turn your focus onto the uplifting quality of each inhale, allowing it to awaken you just enough so that you can start to move in a way that feels natural, perhaps wriggling fingers and toes, rotating the wrists, and eventually coming out from your chosen position. If you've been on your back, take your time to eventually return to a seated position. Have a restful sleep, and thank you for practicing with me this evening.